All right. Good evening. How's everyone doing? Y'all good? I'm hype. I am hype because I am gonna show you today what I've been working on. And I'm gonna introduce you a little bit to the world. And I'm gonna tell you what's the game plan. And joining me later is Cobalt Grande, who's one of the two artists I work with. And we might have a surprise by the end of the stream for you. You just I'm very, very, very hype about it. But yeah, welcome first everyone. You're making a visual novel. You're gonna show me the secret of them. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the sauce. I'm gonna show you the sauce. Happy Saturday, as King Alpha would say. Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing all good. Hey Alpha, I see a King Alpha. I see an Akira. I see a Michelle. I see a Strategy Informer. I see a Charity Champ. And welcome to you all and all my lurkers. I'm gonna try perfecting my persona today. Oh my. A persona. I think I already asked you, but you gotta tell me what your persona is at one point. Yeah. And that's it. Wolf dog. A wolf dog. Oh yeah, right, you told me. I forgot. I'm sorry. Persona is a grilled cheese sandwich. Why isn't it filtering that out? I blocked those words. Jesus Christ, I have to go back and reblock them. You're just a glutton, Alpha. You're just a glutton. You removed it from the blocked words, didn't you? You cheeky little shit. Bork. Yeah. Bork. Okay. So, I'm gonna vanish for a second. I don't even know how. Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm gonna vanish for a little bit. Not a little bit, but I'm gonna show you something. I think you're ready to see it. I think you are ready to get introduced to the visual novel. And without further ado, here we go. And here it is. Introducing Scars That Bind. Absolute Kino. I'm gonna say something about the title in a little bit, because I didn't come up with that one myself. The logo was drawn by Cobalt. It's great. I love it. Is it a BDSM theme? If so, chef's kiss. No, there is no BDSM in this. But somebody gets close to chains. I'm gonna say that much. Okay. Yeah, so first things first. We're gonna start with the simple things in life. And that's gonna be pretty easy. Who am I? Because maybe somebody who doesn't know me yet watches this. And what are my inspirations? So let's talk a little bit about those. What I draw my creativity from. And some of you might already know this. So start with the small FAQ. It's an orc dilf. I'm the orc dilf, exactly. So a small FAQ to start with. Who am I? I'm the TheOrcosaurus. I'm a content creator and consummate professional idiot on the internet. That is my rank and file. That's what I go by. I have nothing else. To me and my belt. Until now. So why do I want to write a visual novel? Yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? I fell particularly in love with that format of storytelling due to some visual novels I've read, not just recently, but also in the past. A lot of them were very inspiring. Dead and Aegis was very good. Wonderful Every Day. Then Arches, obviously, Echo. This is where we get more into the furry stuff. And I think it is a great medium to tell stories and visualize the story. It's not it's not an easy medium to pull off. I think it's actually fairly hard to do a visual novel correctly. You can save a lot with solid writing, but you also need the art. Definitely. So, and I would like to try my hands at the medium. And yeah, I think I have a cool story to tell. And I think I can do this. And this is why I want to make one. It's pretty easy actually, right? So you think about, can I do this? And then you say probably yes, I can do this, and then you do it. Actually fairly easy. Do I have any qualifications for this? No, obviously not. I have no formal education in game creation or writing. The experience I have in writing is I've written a few short stories for myself in my native language. They are not published. And I also created a lot of long-form storytelling and world building for over 20 years for my TTRPG group. That is about the extent of what I have. I'm about as qualified for this as any other indie dev, I'd say. I mean, of course, there are indie devs that would be more qualified for it. One of the viewers who's currently here would be Michelle. She is a professional writer and you should check out her books. I cannot stop shilling her books, by the way. She's a fantastic writer. She would be actually more more qualified doing this, I guess, than I am. But that's not the point. The point is making cool shit. And I think everyone can make cool shit if they put their heart and mind to it. You need to be qualified to be indie, man. I'm tired of gatekeepers. How about you? Yeah, they can't gatekeep me. They're like nobody can ever gatekeep you, because the thing about a visual novel is I said earlier it's very hard to pull off. On the other hand, it is one of the most accessible genres in the world, because all you need to do is download RenP and then just draw and write. Right? I was being a little sarcastic. Okay, fine, but still, I think it warrants a response. So the one thing that I just say at this point is I personally gonna put my heart and mind to it. I'm pouring my all in that I have in this project. But you can expect it to be rough and uneven and not perfect. I don't even wanna strive for perfection because otherwise I'm gonna think about every single word and I'll never finish it. And so I'm just gonna chow down and blast through it. Yeah. Like a good punch from Star Platinum. What and who are some of my biggest inspirations? In no particular order. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, obviously. This can be especially seen with character designs we look at later. I'm also with some other character designs score even further down this JoJo route because I dig the character designs, I dig the kind of storytelling. You'll see that there is at one point when you read the visual novel, you'll probably understand that there is also a lot of shonen influence there with how I probably do stuff, especially when it comes to battles and how I lay them out. And yeah, that's a big inspiration for me. So JoJo, Fist of the North Star, really, those are the big ones. Yeah, Fist of the North Star I completely forgot, but it's also in there somewhere. The world itself is definitely, and I'm gonna be very open about this, ripped straight from Arcanum. I put my own spin on it. You'll see later. But the idea of steampunk or industrial revolution colliding with magic is straight ripped from that. And from Shadowrun, actually, because Shadowrun has kind of the same premise where cyberpunk or cyber technology collides with magic. This idea is straight ripped from those two, and I'm just not gonna pretend it's anything else. And that's basically kind of my where I got my overarching world from. It's also that world I know the best and what I can do with it. I'm gonna say though that the world itself is gonna take a little bit of a backseat for this visual novel. If this one is successful, I'm planning on doing maybe more in that world. I will obviously introduce the world. We're gonna talk about it in a little bit. Also in the visual novel, go more in depth with it. Because I want to use the visual novel, as I said, as a basis to establish more in the future. But really, the story will revolve around Guts and Moros for the most part. And how both of them are, the main protagonists of this visual novel. Yay, death! Why death? Some authors I really stan are Harlan Ellison. Harlan Ellison in particular I love. He is a very, very excellent writer. A consummate asshole, actually. He is... He actually sued James Cameron over the Terminator. And now, the Terminator has this little end credit where it says based on an idea of Harlan Ellison. He was an absolute fucking asshole in a lot of things, but he was a damn fucking good writer. Like, he is absolutely fantastic when it comes to the story. He was very talented. Hey, Crab. Of course, H.P. Lovecraft. he is the next in line. I mean, I probably don't really need to introduce H.P. Lovecraft all that much. He is the one responsible for cosmic horror and probably has one of the biggest impact on modern horror of all time. Like, he is one of the most influential authors of the modern age, I would say. Robert E. Howard, Conan the Barbarian. He also wrote some stuff. He was actually a friend of Lovecraft. They had like a lot of exchange together. Robert E. Howard tragically removed himself from life when he was very young, but he was also a very talented author. And I look up to him as well. He is really good. And then you have Clive Barker. Clive Barker is kind of hit or miss with me, but the stuff that hits really good. He is the one who made the Hellraiser movie. And it's also based on one of his short stories from the Book of Blood, I think. Yeah. Clive Barker is a very talented man, not only as a writer, but also actually as a filmmaker. He only made Hellraiser 1 and 2, I think, and then dipped out. But he's great. He's a lot of fun to read too. So if you ever come across something of his, just read it. In generally, I would recommend everyone to read more. Reading is good for you. It makes the brain feel good. And it trains your brain as well. Just like reading books. You will probably see more or less overt drawings from these influences. I got something from Stephen King called Cycle of the Werewolf. Does that help? I'm not the biggest fan of Stephen King, but if it works for you, you go, read it. I just want people to read more books. Yeah, so this is basically my main inspirations. What led up to this visual novel. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about my responsibilities. What I'm gonna do during the development of the visual novel. What is my job? I do everything except the art because I can't draw for shit. So everything that is not art, I'm writing the story, doing the actual development, more on that later, how I go about the development. I'm gonna do the marketing, which, hey, we are doing marketing right now, and everything in between. I'm thinking of getting, I'll get to that later. So basically, I'm responsible for everything for now, at least. Of course, if I find other people who want to support, I will take them on. And if they can alleviate stuff, but we can also talk about that later a little bit. But yeah, that is the idea. I'm trying to draw to see if I can make the line correct because digital art on my phone, my metal pen, kind of difficult, but I'm practicing. Hey, as long as you practice, that's good. So now the question is, since I'm not the only person on the project, who do I work with? With these two poor souls that get like the wildest shit handed down for me. And I'm telling them, look, just do it, and they do it. You got in the upper corner, Breeze. He goes by Breeze. or 83 Leonce. That's his handle on Twitter. 83 Leonce on Twitter, and he's handling the in-game sprites for all characters and some of the splash art. He is a very, very talented artist. He is not here today. I asked him to come on, but he doesn't speak English that well, so he opted out. I wish I would have known somebody who speaks Spanish. Just put up an interpreter. But yeah, no, he's unfortunately not that great, not that well versed with the English language, but he sends his regards and says he loves working on the project. That is all I can tell. Breeze has some experiences working on visual novels. He is also the artist for a visual novel called Our Shared Lie. But I don't know how far that's in development, but it's on itch. You can look that up. I will not link it here for obvious reasons. The second artist I work with is Cobalt Grande on Twitter. Also on Blue Sky, also here on YouTube, also everywhere. I know he's listening in. Big boy, I hope you're ready. It's almost go time. I'm gonna call you in a bit here. He handles the character ref sheets for now, because since Breeze's English is a little bit not that great, I was thinking, okay, look, no, but he's very shy. No, it's that ship sailed, man. That ship sailed. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out maybe for next time. But for now it's that sailed. That ship is gone. So and since there is a bit of a language barrier between me and him, I probably should just learn Spanish. Can't be that complicated. I learned Italian, Russian, and English, and a little bit of Japanese. Why I should just basically learn Spanish. There's so much to do in life, and you don't have enough time. That's just a fact. Okay, where was I? Yeah, language barrier. So we have a little bit of a language barrier going on, and I thought, or my idea was, look, if I talk to somebody who can talk better English, and make ref sheets, Breeze can just base the sprites off of those ref sheets. And yeah, I found Cobalt, and I have to say that Cobalt is one of those artists who understands me. He knows exactly what I want. I don't know how he does it, but he always does it. It is always mwah, chef's kiss. It's the best. He is a very, just like Breeze, very, very talented person. And he does also some splash art later. He just gets me. It's a vibe between me and him when we at least try to design the characters, because the shit I throw at him sometimes, he's like, oh yeah, I can see it. And he completely rolls with it. And that's what I love about him so much. And one thing that I would like to ask you, so I can't directly link to their Twitter or to their Blue Sky for obvious reasons, because they post a lot of not safe for work stuff here on YouTube. YouTube will kill me for it if I link directly, but please look them up on Twitter and Blue Sky and give them a big follow. Please do that. I 100%, if you're obviously 18 years, if you're below 18, please leave. You have no business being here. If you're over 18, give them a follow. And yeah, just also commission them, because they both work amazing. Like, I have never had any issues with them. I have never had any, like, problems whatsoever. They are on time. They deliver as fast as they can. They are absolutely receptive to feedback. They don't, like, I don't know. They are just great. And I just want both to grow and to get like more fans, because I think they are very, very, very big. They are very talented and they deserve me. I hope this visual novel blows up so these two can do what they want to do full time. Like, make art full time. If that's their dream, obviously. If it's not their dream, then they obviously don't need to do that. One last shout out that I want to give is a good friend of mine. He's called Lacerto, BCG_Lacerto on Twitter. He's not on Blue Sky. He also works on a visual novel, but with elf titties. So that's not exactly the forte of the audience here, but I'm still gonna shell it because he was the one who came up with the title for the visual novel, Scars That Bind. I can't tell you how many months I've fucking cooked and tried to come up with a title for this fucking thing. And he delivered. I asked him, I said, Lacerto, please help me. I'm at a loss. What can I do? And he asked me, so what is this shit actually about? And I told him a little bit, and he came up with a few titles, and that one that I took, Scars That Bind, actually clicked. I googled it. There is not a lot of other games that are called that, so it's also pretty good marketing potential, and we're just gonna roll with it for now. That is Lacerto. Thank you, brother. You do not know how much I appreciate you for that one. But you get your big shouty. Okay. Next, I'm gonna exactly Tiny Lizard for the win. So, after I've introduced the quote-unquote team, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the world. So, I've envisioned a world. It's still a bit rough, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it, and then I'm gonna address one of the major happenings in this world. That's basically the catalyst for everything that's happening in the visual novel, to an extent. Of course, it will be a lot more detailed in the visual novel, but I just wanna, give you a little glimpse of what's actually going on, so you maybe understand where I come from. So, one thing that before I talk with you about the world, what we will do in the upcoming weeks is, I will do some sessions, not all of them, some sessions, where we are going to go on Incarnate. We are going to build, the world, or the map of the world, and the city where the story takes place in together in Incarnate. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to make my own map of it. So, because I want to use it in the visual novel as well. Of course I want to. And if I can build the assets myself, that's fantastic. So yeah, the world. It's just called the world for now. I don't have really a name for it. But it's Salvador. That's a JoJo reference, by the way. The world. It's a JoJo reference. Maybe I just keep it that way. Maybe it's just called the world forever, so I can always yell Salvador. You're very. Oh, thank you, Akira. So the world itself consists of 5 realms. And each realm is ruled by one dragon, except for one, but we'll get to why that is in a minute. So, it's a world where magic and technology collides. Already told you that at the start. Realms are mostly places where magic is still practiced and accepted. Magic in 5 border. 5 border is the city in the center of all of all 5 realms. We'll get to that as well. 5 border doesn't accept magic very well because they're technological way more advanced than the 5 realm around them. They have basically have advanced so much that they say we don't need magic anymore, and mages are basically shunned and not very much liked. You have to be very careful in 5 border if you cast magic. You could just get shot by the 5 border army, but also we'll get to that reason why that is. So first, the 5 realms are Endless Dunes, the land of heat and sand, where was sand dunes and oasis interchange. It's ruled by the sand dragon. The look and feel is inspired by something like Arabian Nights, Egypt, etc., something in that regard. Anthros corresponding to the environment live there, such as snakes, mice, phoenix, camels, even crocodiles, maybe, you know. It's the next one is Treetop Greens, and that's a lush jungle environment ruled by the river dragon, actually, populated by corresponding anthros such as jaguars and otters, and they live either in the biggest underground city called Burrow. I might change that name, or in treetop villages or huts built on the rich waterways. And these waterways are also the main transportation in this realm. And there's also a lot of river pirates there. Why I mentioned that, I don't know. Might be later. Might be important for later. Who knows? Then we have White Peaks. That's the land of the mountains, peaks and valleys, and ruled by the Earth Dragon. It's populated by corresponding anthros such as bobcats, cougars, alpine ibex, goats, etc. The biggest city is called Dragon's Nest, and it's not an actual dragon's nest. It's just called the Dragon's Nest after the monk cloister in Bhutan, I think it is. You can look that up. There's like a Buddhist cloister somewhere. It's called Dragon's Nest, and it's really not good to reach. But yeah, it's named after that. And the main transportation are primitive cable cars. They actually have a primitive form of cable cars. And then there is the Night Valley, which is the land of darkness, where sun never shines. And it's ruled by the Queen of the Night. That's her title. She's the only female dragon. And it's populated by corresponding anthros such as bats, owls, raccoons. So night or anthros that would be active at night. They are often also scoundrels. It's the least populated realm, and anthros tend to stick to themselves for obvious reasons. So there's no really big city or anything there. They just live in small, isolated cohorts, villages, etc. Because if you run down the wrong path, you're gonna get robbed and killed. Night Valley is extremely dangerous. Then you have the vast steppes, which was, that's important for later, ruled by the grassland dragon until the event that is called Dragonfall. Since then, the realm is in complete disarray, only held together by lingering magic and the fierce nomads living there. The corresponding anthros living here are lions, elephants, rhinos, zebras, etc. Obviously, the environment, I forgot the environment to tell you, but it should be clear. It's a savanna or African steppes, basically. That is the idea behind it. Obviously, this 5 realm thing is a little bit inspired by the Japanese idea of 5 rings. You can look that up if you want to. It's an interesting concept. I just took it and ran with it. So if anybody says, oh, it's like 5 rings, yeah, no shit. In the middle where all these 5 realms converge lies 5 Border, a steampunk city with millions upon millions of anthros converging in it. And there is a big distinction to be made between outsiders, anthros that live in the realms, and 5 Border natives. You can become a 5 Border native if you are born within the city limits after the 2nd generation. So if your grandparents moved to 5 Border, and then your parents had you are the first actual 5 Border native. Your grandparents and your parents are not considered natives. You're the first one who gets permanent residency. There's a reason for that. And 5 Border was initially founded as neutral ground at the shores of 5 lakes. As you can see, I went to the school of naming things like Hideo Kojima. And basically what 5 lakes is, 5 lakes is one lake, should call it just 5 lake maybe, that borders on all 5 realms. Like it's a round lake, and there's like coming rivers in from all realms to this one big round lake, and all 5 realms border on this lake. And it's the city center. It is the center of the city. And it was founded at this lake, the city, so 5 Border, for trade and political negotiations between the realms hundreds of years. And it was agreed that this would be a tax-free haven. So the dragons didn't charge any taxes, so free trade could commence. And due to that, there was an influx of a lot of money. Merchants got filthy rich and started expanding the city outwards and attracted more anthros from all over the realms. Like it is, right? There is this big city, or this huge city where it says, yeah, come here, you can become rich overnight if you're just, yeah. And yeah, it started to grow a lot. And during this expansion phase, 5 Border discovered a new resource that has been helping them to expedite the technological advancements. When the first steam machine was created, Five Border's initial purpose was put aside, and it was slowly taken over by a newly rich aristocratic class that was adamant on advancing this technology as fast as possible. You might know something. You might feel like this is something from real life. And yeah, this was this was being eyed very carefully by the 5 ruling dragons with a lot of distrust and also worry. But when one of them acted, it was already too late, and that's where we come to Dragonfall. So enter Dragonfall. What is Dragonfall? It is the catalyst for everything that is going to happen in the visual novel. To some extent, at least. The event will be properly established in the visual novel, obviously. But I'll give you a little glimpse of what it is and what transpired that night. Dragonfall refers to the killing of the grassland dragon by the 5 Border army. And in a giant battle for control of the city. The grassland dragon has always been the dragon with the deepest understanding of nature. And he always looked with great worry towards 5 Border and how they treated the environment and the threat it posed to his realm and all the other realms, actually. So he decided enough was enough and it was time to act. He gathered his barbarian forces, lions, elephants, rhinos, and with the help of his powerful magic, because obviously he's a dragon, like if he isn't a powerful mage, who else, right? He teleported his army directly at the gates of 5 Border. And for a surprise attack during night. And then a bloody battle ensued between the barbarians and the 5 Border army. The 5 Border army is made up of Komodos, hares, skunks, and bulls. And those two armies clashed violently with one another. And yeah. At first, the barbarians from the steppes and the dragon had the upper hand. Because the surprise attack was a surprise. Imagine, you suddenly have like over 20,000 people in front of your fucking house. Surprise, motherfucker. But this advantage, because you have to understand something that I probably didn't really highlight so far. The 5 Border army has access to guns, tanks, and mechs. So once the barbarians got outclassed by the equipment, that advantage eroded very quickly. And the army gathered up and struck back so fiercely that they almost wiped out the entirety of the Grasslands Dragon forces. And not only that, the Grassland Dragon was so exhausted from using his spell that the 5 Border army shot him out of the sky. And he crashed into 5 lakes and died at the bottom of the lake. While his forces, or what's left of them, retreated in panic and fear. Because imagine, you're there to like wreck shit, and you have a dragon on your side. And suddenly the dragon just fucking crashes into a fucking lake and dies. Like a little bitch, because he underestimated the enemy. And yeah, that's the catalyst for what's about to transpire in the visual novel. So I'm gonna set this up properly, obviously. It's also not the first thing that you're gonna read. Dragonfall will be established way later. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. To see how everything ties together and how you react to that. Yeah, that is a little glimpse into the world. And for now, we're gonna switch to the art of Scars That Binds. And now I hope my little guest is ready. I've let him wait for a long time. Let's see if he says something. He didn't. Wait a minute. Cobalt, are you ready? I'm gonna call you. Oh God, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. Let me call my friend. I hope he takes the call. He should though. Oh shit. It took the call.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. The audience can hear you too.
Sounds good. Okay.
I'm still waiting. He's like, I'm still waiting. No, yeah.
No, I'm good.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, it's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Cobalt Grande. Exactly, Lagerto. I'm gonna put you on screen now.
Okay.
Let me see if I can do that. Do you have your camera on? Okay.
Yep.
This works. Give me 1 second. I need. Oh God, how was that? I need to pop this out. I think. Yeah, there you are. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, there you are. Boop. Oh no.
What happened? Hello?
Wait a second.
Oh God, what's happening?
I need to readjust that.
Oh.
There you are. Look. You're looking good.
You're like unwrapping me like a fucking banana. What the fuck is that?
I mean, don't complain, okay? It's technology, my friend.
It is.
Yeah. It is. Can you tell me why you have a black background on and not the green one like last time?
Oh my God. Give me a second. Lord. This is my first time on stream and you're already hostile.
I'm already hostile. Yeah.
I don't remember how to do that. Hold on. Oh, that's because I put a filter on it. I wasn't supposed to put a filter on it.
Remove the filter, please.
Yeah, remove the chroma key. That was for me, okay? To help me cope. Turn it off. Remove.
So, I'm not...
Got it.
Yeah, okay, that's better.
Okay, there you go.
There is apparently still something in the way, but...
Oh my God.
Get rid of that. Look, professionalism, okay?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it.
Okay.
Where's that?
Right, so do I stand right here? On top of the red X? Right there.
What is this? I'm thoroughly confused.
It's okay.
Okay. This should work now. Okay. We're just gonna continue. Wait, What is that? Why is there?
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
that's okay.
Kind of makes me think of the Canadian talking from South Park. Yeah, because it is.
Yeah, a little bit. That's kind of the vibe I was going for.
Okay. So before we talk a little bit about the art, let's talk a little bit about you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to know?
just okay. So let's start with this. How did you get into art?
How did I get into art? I would have to say, I used to do it in school and stuff, and apparently everybody seemed to enjoy what I was doing and stuff. So I, kept on drawing and drawing, day after day and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just didn't really like going outside, and so it was like a fun thing to do inside. But after that, I really liked the whole feeling of being able to create characters and bring people's visions to life, bring their characters to life and stuff like that. And that feeling was like really nice. So I just kind of stuck with that and everything and tried to make a career kind of revolving around that.
Pretty cool.
Philosophy. Yeah. So yeah, I've been doing it ever since and everything, and I've been just, slowly but surely honing my skills and everything and trying to get better as, the years go by.
Perfect. Oh, okay. I think I found the issue. Continue talking.
Okay.
I'm still
No problem.
fixing stuff here.
Yeah, so like currently what I do now and stuff is like, more adult oriented stuff and everything, but it gets the bills paid. Helping people like, draw like the characters and stuff like that. It's a really fun experience. And I love meeting new people, and I love, seeing their ideas and stuff like that, and like helping, bring those together and stuff like that. I've been doing it for like what, 5-6 years, I think.
That long?
No, we're going on 7. Yeah, I've been doing it for a while. I started on Instagram, and then realized that Instagram is a little hostile when it comes to like more adult oriented themes and stuff like that. They're constantly banning all my posts. Honestly, it was a little annoying. So I went over to Twitter. I realized that I was getting a lot more engagement there and stuff like that. So I kind of moved over to Twitter to go ahead and try to branch this out, into something bigger.
And
Yeah.
I don't. I think I commissioned the first thing I commissioned with you was your character here.
Yes, it was one of your character heroes we did.
But I don't remember which one it was. If it was the fat ass in the pool, or if it was the Christmas one. I definitely know.
I think it was the pool one. The pool where the cannonball one. You're kind of like jumping into like either. I had like a couple options. One was like in like this big canyon, lazy river.
That
kind of
was
theme,
later.
then,
That was later. I know that. That was later down the line.
I don't remember that. God, we had a couple.
Yeah.
They all kind of blur together, honestly.
Yeah, so it's yeah. Yeah. And it evolved from there basically. Now we have somewhat of a working relationship actually.
A little bit.
Just a teensy tiny little bit.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. You came to me for like what? It was 2 characters now? 2 characters from your visual novel?
Yeah.
Along with the splash art? Oh no, 3.
3.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah. There's 3 of them. Hot Pot, that was the first one I commissioned with you. And then I was like, this is so good, I'm just gonna do everyone with you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's like, hey, I got like a whole list of characters. I'm like, okay, I guess this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, this is what you do. You do not dare to tell me no until we've finished at least the last 3. Then then I could let you leave.
Yeah,
Hot Pot art was sick.
it was. It was one of my favorites. I really like the steampunk aesthetic.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the art here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put us off screen for just a second so people see also what Breeze did. So this is like just a little bit of collection of the art. We are gonna look at those closer. Yeah. As initially mentioned, I worked with two people on this, Breeze and Cobalt. And Cobalt was a nice come on and talk a little bit about it. What he did. So the upper one is like his stuff that he did. That's the character sheets, and below you see the in-game sprites as far as they are done. We are still working on the lion at the moment, but it's coming to a close slowly, and then we can move on to the goat, Moros, Guts and Moros. So wait. Oh, where's my... Oh, my... Okay, here. Okay, I'm gonna put us back on, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about the heroes. Hello.
Okay.
We're back.
Hello.
Welcome, Gail Kloss. So, at the moment, there are 4 or 5 heroes in the visual novel. I've not yet finally decided if I roll with 5. The reason I will tell you in a little bit. So we have all of them exist in various stages of creation at the moment, and I will introduce them in the following pages a little bit more. But so far, the cast of heroes. We have Götz von Ehrlichen, a lion from vast steppes. He's a fierce warrior, past his prime, but he has one last job to do before he can retire. So he's going to 5 border to take care of business. I consider him the main protagonist. We have Moros, the blood mage, a goat, and a 5 border native. He's shunned by the society though because of his use of magic and the nature of his magic, because that's extra icky. You're not just a mage. You're just not a mage. You use blood for your magic. And I consider him the second protagonist of the show, like the second main protagonist. We have Slinch, the ranger. He is a rat from Treetop Greens and is a... why did I write Treetop Hills there? Jesus Christ. And he lives in the capital of Burrow, the big underground city. He's living in the shadow of his legendary father. And he's hired to retrieve an important item by an elusive client. And then we have Lieutenant Detective Hotpot, a Commodore, and a 5 border native. He is a detective for the 5 border police department, or short FPD. And he's investigating a bloody murder series plaguing the city. So how all these lines converge is gonna be interesting. And then we have the 5th hero, which I'm currently very unsure about, is Amut. He's a crocodile from Endless Dunes. My issue with him is he's fully made. His sprites actually exist. I'm gonna just talk briefly about him because some people know him and I've mentioned him to some people, but really at the moment I do not have a compelling arc for him. Everything I can do, everything I can come up with is somewhere with the other heroes already. So and yeah, he's at the moment he's a dimwit with a heart of gold. And I just might X him if I cannot deepen him beyond comedic relief. Because I can do the comedic relief with somebody else in that cast as well. So, yeah, Amud might get the axe, but that doesn't mean he's not gonna be used in some other maybe sequel. So yeah, that's the thing. That's your headcanon. I can't come up with something pivotal though at the moment. I'm working on it though. I will work on it. And if I work on it, it's not gonna be 3 character sheets, Kobolds, it's gonna be 4, okay?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm up for the challenge.
Yeah, up for the challenge. Okay, so let's go into the nitty-gritty a little bit. And why you're here, because we're gonna talk about the characters a little bit, and their design. So we're gonna look at the design closely in a second here. I'm just gonna introduce the character a little bit more here. This is Götz von Ehrlichen, also called the King in Pain. Yes, it's cringe. I don't care. I'm gonna roll with it. You will understand why when you read it. He's best described as a quiet and stern old guy who's made of cold steel and unmatched resolve. There's nothing his willpower cannot do. Like the archetypical shonen protagonist. It'll also make sense, like I said, once you read the story. He's an old warrior from vast steppes with one last job to do before he can retire. The sword he's carrying, we're gonna look at that in a little bit, is essential to the plot, and it's sentient and talks to him through telepathy. He's the main character of the story. The story begins with his arrival in 5 Order, but will also consist of flashbacks to the past. Exactly, and this Moinka, King of Pain, has a story reason that I will not unveil just, but it will give you a glimpse of what's to come. Now, I'm just gonna pull this over here. We're just gonna look a little bit at it. So, Kobold did a great daddy job here.
Oh yeah, he's very dadified.
Yeah, he's very dadified. So did you I mean, I know you said it was just a job, but when you drew him, what did you kinda, apart from the references I gave you, or did you look up some stuff, other stuff, or did you have another inspiration that you were like, oh yeah, this is good, I should add that?
I mean, I went mostly off the references that you sent and everything. I really tried to focus on making sure I adhere to them as much as possible, because that's the vision you had, and that's the design that you went with and everything, and you had to look to them. So I wanted to make sure I stuck to that. I do have some experience and background in stuff with more barbarian-esque themes, like you mentioned before, like Conan Exiles and stuff like that whole genre and stuff like that. So lots of leather straps, lots of chains, lots of metal, a very grunge look to it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, he was a really fun project, and the more I drew and the more pieces I was getting together and everything, it was more of a process of just what else can I add more, to the point where I needed to kind of stop myself. I'm like, okay, I can't, I'm going to put too many details and everything to the point where it's going to just spill over, and then it's going to look too busy. I like every piece was really good.
I like the old man tits over here. You really did a good job with those.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah,
the scars, and all the little trinkets and everything. I was trying to think of themes to like kind of
And yeah, what works, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I love this. I don't think that's something I told you to do, but I love those that you basically
Yeah,
came
well, I mean,
up with them.
I figured maybe he would have little trinkets or mementos and stuff that like kind of revolve around his
gay,
time in like battle and stuff like that.
his gay little thigh strap over here.
Oh yeah, the thigh strap.
But
Could fit a
yeah,
dagger or two there.
here's some paws for you. For the paws.
Oh yeah, for the feet people. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he's the protagonist, but let's get to a more interesting design.
Oh, the sword.
Yeah, because that was relatively freeform. I didn't really give you all that many.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I initially started and everything, I used a bunch of like silhouettes. I just grabbed like a black marker and just made a bunch of shapes and everything. Try to make it like angular and try to make it sharp and pointy and everything, and try to make it look really like, because you mentioned that it was forged from a demon dragon and everything, and like used pieces from that and stuff. So I kind of wanted to like emulate that for his sword. And I had you go through a bunch of silhouettes and everything, and this is the shape that we landed on.
I love not to go too much into detail because to avoid a little bit of spoilers, but I love the lamprey mouth that you did here.
Oh yeah,
that was such an ingenious idea of getting around the mechanics of how it actually holds down on his back, because
that was something that we were actually struggling with, because you wanted the sort of cross leather straps going across his chest and everything. And we were trying to figure out like what to do with his back and stuff, because if the leather's crossed and everything, how's the sword exactly attaching to his back and stuff, or how does he rip it off? It was a lot of brainstorming that we were doing.
Yeah, when we basically figured once he draws, that armor in front goes away.
Oh yeah, yeah, it kind of like falls off and he goes bare chested.
Yeah, he's gonna go bare chested. That's the most fan service you'll get.
Yeah.
Icky, thematically perfect, but icky, yeah. So basically, to spell it out, the mouth here clamps down on his back and holds the sword in place.
And then the tongue is sort of like a mosquito tongue, where it kind of like siphons his like life energy to keep the sword alive.
Yeah, exactly. So we thought of those mechanics more like Lion just said. Yeah, old man tits in a fight for the win. And yeah, this is basically the other side of the sword, and this is, as we already established, the back view, where the sword is basically clamping down on him.
All the little eyeballs and everything. Those things would be like looking around and everything too.
Yeah, they are the sword is sentient. Of course, the sword looks around. The sword is pretty great, because he can actually see who's in his back, so he can never be surprised from behind. It's actually something I factor into the writing as well. Here's some fun facts. I love that. So when we made our first character, Cobalt actually came up with the idea to give them some stats. And we
so people could better visualize and everything, how big the character is, the size and everything, because people, that's how they correlate,
Yeah, and so basically height, he's 2 meters tall. He's a big boy. He weighs a lot. Most of that is muscles, though. Blood type,
and also the big sword. But
yeah, the sword itself is probably still.
He is technically kind of connected to. It's not like you can take the sword off when he weighs himself.
Yeah, and blood type. We have a blood mage. I'm not gonna kid you. You just came up with that. to post a blood type. I remember that. But I actually made that into a thing with
Oh, yeah?
Moros. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I made this into a thing. I'm not gonna unveil what it does, but the
Dang.
blood type is important for Moros. He's
Well,
taller
that's
than
good.
me. I mean, he's taller than most, probably. He is a... Well, probably rhinos and bulls would be a little bit bigger than him, but he probably would still take them down with ease. Again, he's a very experienced fighter, and he's done that for a very long time. He's seen some shit, and he just wants to retire. Kind of funny to say it that way. Do you think
Yeah.
barbarian fighters do ever retire?
Do I think barbarians retire?
Yeah, like he's a barbarian, right? A barbaric fighter. Do you think they ever
would-
retire, like in a like nursing home or some shit like that? Or
Oh,
do they
Wait.
die on the battlefield?
Oh my
What's your take on that?
I feel like they would retire. I don't know. I think like a lot of them kind of just go administrative and kind of, do their stuff from the back lines. Well, I mean, I guess that depends if he's like actually part of like a huge coalition or something. But I would like to think they retire. He probably just retires, into the savannah, his little, condominium by the lake.
By a lake, maybe.
Yeah.
And administrative barbarian, yeah. He's gonna punch your desk and throw it at you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, for strategy and stuff like that, he would
I know.
be more of like
Barbarian is head of HR.
yeah, he's doing paperwork now. He's just
there's a premise there. Yeah, and this is a little bit my thing here. I gave every hero a musical theme or a music piece that kind of fits them and somewhat also their arc. I tried my best to select it best as I can, and Guts has holding out for a hero from Bonnie Tyler because of course he fucking
I think it's
Yeah.
fitting.
we'll take your word. Can't see shit, Orca. What?
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh
we're
yeah,
kinda
it's
covering
okay.
the names and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's wait. Can I move that? Oh, no.
Yeah, you can just shift the window a little bit.
Wait. One sec. And here you can see it now. And there's just a lot in the way, okay? There's just a lot in the way. Now you can see a musical theme holding out for a hero, Bonnie Tyler.
Sexuality question mark. What the fuck is that?
So that was King Alpha's idea. He wanted to know which sexuality the characters have. And I specifically left it out here with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like one of those notes where they have like, the stats of their patient or whatever, and then like something very, very important to the plot and everything is like scratched out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's Guts. I love Guts. Guts is a protagonist if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I love. I mean, I think that design came out pretty great, and
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
you
him.
did a
He's really good.
amazing job. However,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna go to the next hero where I think you completely excelled.
Okay.
Completely excel. Like you fucking went into overdrive. The next one is my personal favorite when it comes to the design so far. Morris Malone, the Blood Mage. We're gonna look at
Oh,
the.
man.
We're gonna look at the sheet in a second. I'm just gonna introduce him. That's Morris Malone, the Blood Mage. He's best described as a sassy Thundercunt. and I'm gonna give you the first sentence out of his mouth in the visual novel. If you wanted to choke me, you could have just asked. That's his first spoken line. It sets the mood perfectly for what kind of character he is, believe me. He's together with Lieutenant Detective Hotpot, a 5 border native. And he's shunned by the society because he's practicing what they consider not only magic, but dark magic. And we can't have that now, can we? He has a mysterious past. He's the second protagonist of the story, and his magic revolves around blood. I have to give a quick warning here. I have not entirely figured out his magic system just yet. I don't want to make him too powerful. So it doesn't I just don't get questions like, why isn't he just cooking the blood of the enemy so he explodes or some shit like that? I want to give him reasonable limitations. I want to give him reasonable power. I'm at this point where I say he definitely can work with his own blood to form anything he can imagine. It's basically like a Green Lantern ring, just more body fluids. And he can somewhat influence the blood of others, but it's more limited. How limited it is, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the blood type. We'll see. Let me pull him over so we can talk about this sassy little thunder cunt. He's my favorite. Look at this design. I'm gonna show you also a little bit of the references that we used for him, because this was the first character where I really leaned into a JoJo design. Yeah, you can actually cry a river about that, right? Cobalt.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I think he's pretty good.
He's
when you
fantastic.
came through with the pose that you wanted and everything, and then all the details about him, I knew it was gonna be like a fun time.
Yeah, that I love how you did the pants here. Those this is also an idea you came up with. You gave him stiletto hooves.
Oh yeah, yeah. He like
So
he, like
fucking brilliant.
manipulates his like, I don't even know what those are called. His like knuckles or whatever to like be long and everything, and like use them as heels. I thought that was a decent idea. Too bad he can't ever take them off, but I don't think he wants to take them off.
Yeah, he's foot knuckles. Yeah.
Fuckles for short. Yeah.
Yeah, so he is the he's the undisputed champion of design, I think. I know it's he's so far it's my personal favorite design. I'm just gonna say it how it is. And I'm gonna show you a few references that we used because I think it's kind of cool to see. So the first one you might recognize, she's called Hermes Costello. We used her pose a little bit to, as you can see, obviously, it's a little bit modified. We're really glad you became a game designer. I haven't done shit yet. Thanks, Ray. I love you. As you can see, we used the Hermes Costello pose for him. I didn't use direct JoJo poses at the start. I should have done that way earlier. I should have gotten Guts one. I should have gotten Hotpot one. But yeah, at least we can't give Slinch one.
Yeah. Well, for guts and everything, I think it's a little more appropriate that he's more stoic in his pose.
Yeah,
And everything being like a king and all.
Yeah, it's correct. You are right on that. But still,
It's the complete opposite. He's sassy. He's verbose. He really wants to make his presence known.
yeah, he definitely wants. And one thing you came up with was with the perfume bottles down here. This is also something you did. You looked like up the patterns and said like, because I just linked you like a basic vial.
Yeah, because you mentioned that it was like blood vials, and he would essentially use them kind of like
but
the bloodborne vials and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But what you did is basically you were like, a vial is a bit boring, so let's make this more like a perfume bottle. And I love that. That is such a cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna have like little, because I was thinking, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna have little like chemistry tubes as the vials. It looks a little too plain. So yeah, I was the perfume idea was definitely something that I took inspiration from, and I think it fits him well.
Yeah, it does. He's I can't wait for people to experience his story. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you came up with the glitter too. I love the glitter. The glitter is fantastic.
The glitter on the
some people said it's not enough glitter. But I was like, nah, that's good. Let him
he does
glitter
use like a glitter lotion and everything, so his body technically would still have glitter as well, which
yeah, maybe we can like do his body with a little bit of glitter as well, but this is but he's by far my favorite design. I know I say it again, but this is like you.
Yeah, I love the pants. The pants are really cool.
Yeah, the pants are fucking amazing. The pants actually was a reference I've sent you. Let me see if I find it. Yeah, there we are. Those are the pants. You modified them a little bit, but mostly it's the same. And like, I think it really, really went exceptionally well with the pants. You did less frilly stuff on the side, I think.
Yes. Yeah, it was really like big curtain, like flowy leggings that I added.
I'm actually grateful you kind of restrained it a little bit, because I think in a situation where he has to fight, that pants is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
Seeing those things swoop. I don't know if you ever like wore like really baggy pants and everything, and then like tried to run in them. But like they like make this very loud like swoop sound and everything when it happens. And I'd like to think that when he's like running away or anything, or running towards somewhere, that they're just like really loud swooping going on because of his leggings.
No, I've not experienced that, but that's funny. Yeah.
But yeah, I love the pants. The pants are great.
Moros is from 90s with his chain coaching. Yeah. And we have the jacket here. That was like the reference for the jacket. I kind of googled what did I google? Steampunk fashion, and I found this, and I was like, yep, he's gonna wear that. And the bustier is this one essentially. Yeah, they even had like two skulls down there, so it was absolutely fucking perfect. Yeah, it's just a sternum bustier for him. It's about as good as it gets.
It's still flashy. The little buttons and everything. It's really nice.
By the way, this is also an idea you came up with the piercing and his monocle connected to the nose ring. I love that too.
Very exaggerated.
It was a great idea. Yeah. So that's Moros Malone, the Blood Mage. Stats. We have a height of 6. What do you say? 6, not inches. What's
6
it?
feet.
Feet.
Yep.
Yeah, feet. 163 pounds. He's not that like he is trained, but he's not like super muscular like the other guy. But I also don't want you to think he's a fucking twink. He's not. He has muscles, actually.
Oh yeah, he's ripped.
Yeah.
He'll kick your ass.
Yeah. It's not the kind of mage that dies if you just cough at him wrong. He's gonna tell you to get the fuck out. And he's not a twink. No. Now I have a question for you to answer, Orca. Oh, wow. No, Alpha. You're not getting a grilled cheese sandwich, and you're not getting chicken nuggets or anything else. No.
Should I ask what the grilled cheese sandwich is, or is this like a hot topic you don't want to talk about?
It's just a bit Alpha does to annoy me. He's always talking about grilled
Dang.
cheese sandwiches, and I'm like, grilled cheese sandwiches, And then we both laugh and move on until he does it the next time.
Yeah, Morris is fun. Morris was fun to work on. I love the way I was able to do his name and everything. Oh, negative. Is that the one that everyone can receive, or is that the one that only?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If I'm correct, yes.
Yeah, because he's in everybody's business all the time, so it makes sense.
Yeah, of course. I knew. Charlene, welcome. Now question for you to answer. Okay, yeah, then ask your damn question. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, Alpha. And while I wait, I'm gonna talk about his blood type, which is O negative. As you already pointed out, Cobalt. This is the one that everyone can use, and as you already said, he's up in everyone's business. So
That's so fitting.
I would love that Lacerto. Sexuality gay, of course. Can any of these characters be romance, or you don't know just yet? I'm gonna get to that in a bit. That question will be answered down the line. Yeah, sexuality gay. It's shocked, I tell. Yeah, it's anybody could be the stand user, right? Yeah.
I would have never been able to tell.
Yeah, nobody would have ever been able to tell. And his musical theme is from Hailstorm Love Bites. It's a lovely song. You should listen to it.
It's a perfect song.
Yeah,
it's
it's absolutely perfect for him. Yeah, so this is Moros.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one. Wait, oh my god. Yeah. So this one you haven't had your hand on yet. I'm gonna keep this one a little bit shorter. This is Slinch. I still need a second name for him. And it also needs to start with S, because you need to do the Marvel way of naming characters. Flinch, the Ranger from the Forest. Best described as a smarmy smartass with a heart of gold. He's a ranger from the underground city of Burrow, located in Treetop Greens. He's looking for his father, a legendary river pirate who raids other ships to give the poor people of Treetop Green's part of the spoils. He's like a river-bound Robin Hood. And he's hired to retrieve an important item for an elusive client who promises him the whereabouts of his father. And in his search, he'll encounter Guts, Morris, Hotpot, and joins them on their journey. Yeah, he is actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, he looks fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to put your spin on it. I love what Breeze did, but I want to see what you can do with this one. This is funny because this time you're working from a
from an actual reference.
Yeah, from an actual
all the other
reference.
ones were freaking from description, and I'm like, I had no idea what he looks like.
Yeah, and this time I can just chuck this at you and say, here you go, fuck it.
Yeah.
Have fun. I will obviously still give you a few references, because we need the pose and we need some other stuff as well. But this one is actually also one of my favorite designs. They're calling me out with this character. Why am I calling you out with this character? I don't know. Why am I calling you out? Biker Mars from Mars, fuck yeah. Yeah, that is actually something I mentioned to Breeze. He should make it look a little bit like that. So I'm gonna give the audience a question. Do you guys think the eye patch is just for show, or does it have a reason? What do you think, Cobalt? I don't know if I ever told you.
If it's anything like fucking Thancred from Final Fantasy, I'm gonna be pissed.
I don't know what that was.
Oh, do you play Final Fantasy at all?
Yeah, but I'm currently drawing a blank on that.
Well, there's this character. He's like the very edgy rogue type, right?
Yeah.
And he has like the white hair and everything. There's like a point where he gets an eye patch and everything. Everybody thinks he lost his eye and everything. Turns out, no. It's just like a thing he wears.
I'm gonna tell you.
I thought,
I'm gonna tell you after the stream what the eye patch is for. You're gonna be pissed.
I mean, to be fair, from what I've heard, the pirates and stuff, like they wear the eye patch not necessarily because they don't have an eye. They wear it because it helps them see at night or something after like looking at like something bright for a while. So they would like flip over the eye patch to the other eye, and then they keep their night vision essentially doing that.
No, that there is an actual in-story reason why he wears that. Just for everyone in the audience, it has to do with going below deck to fight. Yeah. No, he himself is not a pirate. Actually, that is the thing. But he has an eye patch, and I'm gonna be super proud of myself here too. That scarf that he wears has also significance. I'm gonna spoil this one because it's not really a surprise. But the scarf is his weapon.
Oh shit. Okay.
He fights with the scarf, yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
He's an edgy nerd and I love it. Yeah, so moving on, we have Lieutenant Detective Hotpot, the steam-powered detective. He's best described as a straight shooter and a rulebook stickler. He has a stick up his ass. His lynch is Enrico Matassa. Hotpot works for the Five Border Police Department. Tries to solve a string of mysterious murders across Five Border. How he became a steam-powered cyborg is part of his arc because of fucking course it is. And he's afraid of his new body He's afraid of his new body and tries to cope with it. I don't know what happened there. Just couldn't write anymore. But that's the general gist of him, and we're gonna look a little bit closer on his character sheet because I have
Ooh.
that here.
You're gonna have to. There is so much detail in that arm.
Yeah, you really. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but you went so hard on this.
I did. It was very like.
Yeah, but I also
Automata.
threw. I think this was probably the hardest one you worked on because I basically gave you no references.
Yeah, I think it was also the first one, right?
Yeah, it was the first one of the three, and I was just like, here, make me a steam-powered Komodo cyborg. I've given you nothing to work with.
I'm like, okay.
The only thing I specified was like his heart here and how that's supposed to look in the two stages that we have. His heart has two stages. Why that is, you don't need to know now. But that's that's what I've told you. And I said I remember this was probably the only verbal reference I gave you for this one. I said make it look like Kano.
Yes.
From Mortal Kombat, right?
Yes, make it look like
And
that
then
was the
you
vibe
went
were trying
from
to go for.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was really cool. I love the straps. I love the straps and I love the arm and everything. I love the other design's really good too with him with like his outfit or his uniform on and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it also kind of like insinuates that there's something there and everything.
Yeah.
With the straps.
Yeah,
He
here.
just loves straps apparently.
I think you did really good on the outfit because I told you why he dresses up like this. Nobody needs to know right now in the audience. But yeah, so Hot Pot goes in two phases. Muted Hot Pot, he's a strapping young man, exactly.
He's very dapper.
Yeah.
No business type though. He'll definitely like kick your ass if you start straying away from the conversation.
He's probably just gonna punch you out. He is yeah, so he's a police detective and he comes in two phases. He comes in like I'm gonna restrain myself. That's that outfit, and then there is Hot Pot Unleashed. When he's
like
mad.
Series. Yeah.
That's basically, and this is also why I initially, this is maybe an interesting story, why I hired Cobalt, because I wouldn't know, like there's a lot more that I communicated with him about this character, that you all don't need to know right now, but I wouldn't know how to communicate that to somebody who doesn't really speak English that well. I'm completely honest. I think Breeze could have pulled it off. I think there's just a language barrier, and that's why
he's helped out.
Yeah.
Did he make any sprites with Hot Pot yet?
He's still working on the line. We are going to or on Guts. We are going to do Moros next and then Hot Pot. Hot Pot comes at the end because he's the most complicated design because I need him basically twice. I need him once like this dressed up and once like this undressed.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm excited.
By the way, for everyone who's curious, Hot Pot still has his dick and it's functional. So fantasize away.
Okay. What did he say when you showed him the design?
He loved it.
Oh, good.
He absolutely loved it. He's not like against it. It's just that, yeah, like I said, it's a very complicated design that I cooked up in my fucked up brain, and
Yeah.
I wanted it this way. Strain me if I'm a bad boy. It's not a daddy croc. It's a Komodo daddy. He's a Komodo. It's important, actually. Yeah.
You know, the
So
thick tail.
let's go a little bit into the arm here, because I like how did you come up with the arm design basically? Because that always fascinated me.
Yeah, I mean,
How
I'm gonna
you?
be honest. I kind of just like had like a checklist that I needed to do, and I'm like, okay, there needs to be tubes, there needs to be wiring, there needs to be gears, there needs to be lights. It needs to look very robotic, and like I was like looking at a bunch of references, specifically of like clocks and everything. I'm like, how do they get it to like make it look like it like works, right? Because that was a big issue that I was running into was how do I make all the pieces look believable that they move in a specific certain way? Like for example, this is supposed to be an arm, so I need to make sure it looks and functions like it works like an arm. But at the same time, I was looking at steampunk themed references and everything, and these people just put gears on everything. They just put gears anywhere which way, and it doesn't matter as long as it looks artistically pleasing. So I just kind of, I didn't think about it too hard, you know, to be like totally functional and everything. But yeah, like I went with all the, that checklist and everything, and
Yeah.
then just kind of just start putting stuff places. And then I'm like, oh, this is an empty spot. Let me put a gear there. Oh, this is an empty spot. Let me put some like bolts and, lines there, just to kind of make sure everything was becoming cohesive.
I love. I think this is more like because you were thinking more about rotation here.
Yeah, yeah, and then like all the pistons there, they're all
Yeah.
like hydraulic pistons and everything. So essentially, they kind of push and pull to make his a little hand twist.
Yeah, he can turbo punch you with those hydraulics into space.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to think like in the shoulder area, there's kind of just like this big engine that's just like pumping, kind of like a heart almost.
Yeah, it's pumping all this. So
Yeah.
the idea behind this is, I'm gonna pull the curtain a little bit back, is that he's actually powered by steam. So there is hot steam flowing through his bloodstream. And yeah, that's the idea behind it. It's also why it comes out of his mouth when he talks.
Yeah, there's just so much excess heat coming
yeah.
off of this man.
And yeah, here you have like the cogwheel for the hip. I love that little detail.
To kind of accentuate rotation. I'm not sure if it exactly would turn how it's supposed to, but I feel like it kind of visualizes it.
It's steampunk. Steampunk doesn't really make all that much sense.
Yeah, it doesn't follow.
And for again, I just threw this at you like a brick. I was like, "You're talented. Please do that." Yeah, and this is like his feet here. You have like, yeah, there's the pistons here again and everything. I like this little detail here with the window, the little glass.
Oh yeah,
window
because I felt like the reason why I did that is because I thought since it's on his legs and it's on the lower end of his legs, it probably gets like a lot of traction through dirt and like dust and stuff and all that stuff and everything. So I thought like the windows would kind of be like a little visor to protect from dirt and debris and stuff getting in there.
Yeah,
as he walks around. Yeah,
and that's also a pretty cool thing here with the visible tendons, so to speak. At least I think you're trying to make
like tendons, but they're also like the hydraulics that like pull the toes back so they raise and everything.
Yeah, I think if it wouldn't be for Morris, this would be my favorite design. He's definitely second place, because here, like I said, you basically worked from nothing. And I'm actually sorry for that, because I was.
No, I mean, I do feel like you were able to convey it in such a way that I was actually able to produce exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah.
So I do give you credit there that like your explanation on things and your explanation on characters and stuff is a little, it's very detailed and everything, and it gets the picture across. And then I just kind of put that into visual form.
Oh yeah, and this is also something I wanted to point out. I love that you made his hand blue. I don't know if you still remember the reason why you did that. But it's a really cool detail.
Well, I made it blue just because I wanted to keep track with the color themes and everything, with so much orange and like copper going on in the design and stuff, and then the muted grays and stuff. I wanted to make sure that it had like a complementary color to it. So that's why I did the blue. I don't exactly remember the reason for it being blue though.
Yeah, there's a reason for it why you did it, and I love it. It's fantastic. Might I suggest a metatarsal panel to cover the footy tendon things? They seem very fragile, and if they fail, amputation might be challenging and possible. Very Achilles. Yeah, it's feedback from the audience.
The metatarsal panel. Oh, I think he's talking about
that this is covered, basically.
I mean, it's fine.
It's fine. You don't see the foot.
Also, you know, that adds suspense anyway, because what if we do that? No. It's like, oh, he has a weakness, you know. Little fumble in the story, little wrench in the gears. Pun intended.
Pun intended, little wrench in the gear. Yeah, and that's the heroes, ladies and gentlemen. We've been blessed. So let's move on real quick to the villains. So as I said, the heroes exist in various stages of work. As I said, Breeze is currently still working on the in-game sprites for Guts. He's gonna move on to Moros. Yeah, and I'm gonna talk about the villains real quick, because they don't exist at the moment. They only exist in my brain. And the villains are currently still being worked on, so these are subject to change. Like anything, really. So if there's a change of something I said earlier, then I'm sorry. But this is a living, breathing thing, and sometimes you just gotta make other decisions. There's also no art at the moment, fortunately. The main villain will be a hare called General Tiberius Thorvald Theodore Thunderfoot the 13th. I'm so sorry. He comes from a long line of aristocrats that rule over the 5 border army. He's a general, you know. So a little bit about him. He is a piece of shit, I think. He can be best described as a fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna go out of my way to make my villain as unlikable as possible. I will make this clear. This guy is a massive fucking asshole, and he's also competent. Yeah. So, because what I don't like is this kind of trope where you have like this misunderstood villain, who is also kind of good, you know, but he's like misunderstood and everything, and the poor boy. No, he's a piece of fucking shit. And I will definitely make it known that he is an absolute fucking asshole. You don't like gray areas with the villains, huh? Who said that? I'm just tired of a certain trope. And I'm gonna go with the unlikable, competent asshole. I haven't seen that in a while, actually. That somebody just makes a really unlikable villain. Yeah. And as every villain needs henchmen, he has 3 of them. Those are Noxy, Roxy, and Toxy. God, these names are so fucking stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. We have Noxy, who is a skunk and the brain of the henchman. He loves fighting with advantage, setting up elaborate traps, and attacking from the shadows. He's basically a rogue, if you want to classify him as a class in a D&D game. He needs 4 more henchmen, and we go all Snow White on it. You know what? I might just do that. Make 4 more henchmen. And then he's gonna be in a gangbang with his henchmen. I'll let Cobalt draw that and then send you the art.
Jesus Christ, how many characters is that?
Ew.
I mean, I'll be down for it. It's just, it's gonna take me like a while.
I'm surprised you're still in the call. I expected you to hang up right this second.
Jesus.
No, I will not do that. The next one is Roxy, and he's the muscle of the group. He works for the 5 Border Police Department. Who else does that? And this is Tiberius Liaison there. Yeah, he has obviously a lot of henchmen, but those are like the 3 notable ones. Makes me think of something else with that name, Moxie. I should actually add a Moxie too. Then he has 4. Maybe I do that. And then we have Toxie at the end, who is a combination of a short-horned and frilled lizard. Like there's short-horned lizards and frilled lizards, and he's like a merger of both. And he's the wild card that can never be predicted because he's a bit of a psycho, and not even he himself knows what he does next. Yeah, and of course all the villains also have powers, but I'm not really ready to unveil them just yet. Yeah, I didn't even tell you the powers of Flinch and Hotpot. I mean, Hotpot is fairly obvious. His power is being a fucking battle machine. And I will unveil Slinch in due time, but also Slinch has like quote unquote a superpower in that sense. Yeah. Some technical stuff. We gonna go into just a bit theorizing here. I have to yet settle on an engine. There are currently 3 options that I'm contemplating. First up is Ren'Py, the classic VN engine, the most obvious choice to make for this kind of game. Noxy, Roxy, Toxy, Moxy, the spunky one, Foxy, just a Foxy with a big old wiener, and Doxy, the one who posts your eye. Jesus Christ. The other one is RPG Maker. Hear me out here. I know if you hear RPG Maker, you immediately think of something else. But I've seen VN or visual novel elements done in RPG Maker games, namely Polydog Patrol. Video on the channel, by the way, check it out. For example, and I want to test it if I can like get a VN rolling in this one, but I feel like the engine would like die if I do, because if you make this engine do shit that it can't do, it's gonna die. See Polydog Patrol. And the other one is the Brock VN engine. There's a game called Brock the Investigator, and Cowcat made his own visual novel engine, apparently. It's free. I'm gonna test that one too, and I think it might be the easiest one to use of the 3, but porting later to consoles might be an issue, and the engine seems a little bit limited. I'm gonna see how I will take this on. Plan is I will start testing in late 2026. I plan on making a proof of concept in all 3 engines and then decide which one to move forward with. That's the plan. That's just the boring technical stuff. So yeah, the timeline. Current timeline from now to around November 2026. Finishing core art, I need to make a proof of concept and continue writing. Also learning simple 2D animations and acquiring a drum machine. This is, I'm serious about contributing to the soundtrack in that way. I want to make my own music for this. I have no clue how to make music. I'm a complete fucking beginner. I made some tracks in like Music Maker and shit, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make some tracks for this one. I have no clue how to do them, but I will. From November 2026 to March 2027, engine testing and setting on an engine. We have March 2026. Why do you spell you, Ray? What did I say again? We are already gone from the gangbang. It's a bit like time delayed. From March 2027 to around August 2027, I'm working on the first proof of concept and the first playable teaser. So I'm gonna put up a demo in August 2027. That is the plan. Yeah? August 2027, if the teaser is successful enough, I want to get a Patreon up and running to alleviate some of the financial stress, because I have to pay Cobalt, which I do lovingly. You're worth every cent. I just want to tell you that right now, live on stream. I have to pay Breeze, who is the same. Breeze, if you're listening, I don't know. I sent you the link. You're lovely. You're worth every cent. But I need some stuff, more. And if that goes my way, I'm just gonna split the Patreon 3 ways between us. That's at least the plan. But then you're hooked on the project. I'll tell you that. If you want to, obviously, I will not force. August 2027 onwards, we're going full steam ahead with development. It's about the music this time. It'll probably be like Gangbang for the Ears. Oh my god. Gangbang for the Ears is fucking cool, man. That you have a very creative mind, and I meant what I said, Orko. I like it. Thank you. No, I was talking to Ray because he was like writing, "Ew, if you go with Renpi, you are welcome to as much of my time as you need. I will offer everything I know." Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, and August 2027 onwards, full development starts and won't stop until I'm done. Or we are done. Release is late 2028, early 2029, the full story. Timeline is subject to change. That's my very professional gamer game studio roadmap. Thank you all for coming. In 2030, I'm gonna release the swimsuit DLC. A few last facts about guarded binds. And Alpha, you have to listen now, because your question is gonna be answered now. I'm very much a friend of accessibility, and by that, I do not necessarily mean accessibility features, but they are important too, yeah? I'm a big friend of big lettering, so blind people like me can actually read. I mean that people can access the VN. That's why I will release it for free. This is something that I told Breeze, this is something I told Cobalt. This visual novel will not have a price tag, it will be free. You can just download it and play it. I think this is the biggest way to accessibility. And this also comes from my personal understanding of how I want media to be distributed, because I think people deserve good media and good stories to read. and I feel like they should not pay for it. I mean, obviously everyone can feel different about that. If somebody charges for it, that is completely a-okay. I will gladly also pay for good stories, but for me personally, I do think if you want to read a good story and I made it, you should not have to. It is not your typical dating visual novel. You will not be able to date any of these characters. This will be a straightforward story about these characters in a visual novel format. I try to work in decisions and paths into the mix, but do not count on it too much. I have 2 endings in mind that I will write out, but if I do anything besides that, I do not know yet. I think it's already very, very taxing to writing the story itself. And then making branching paths that make sense is a real stress test. I'll try to make it happen, but we'll see. So I want to temper expectations here. You will not be able to date the characters. You will not have a lot of branching pathways. You will read a mostly straightforward story about these characters. That is my goal. The visual novel itself will not contain any NSFW artwork. There will be descriptions of sex. There is a sex scene. I will describe it, but it will not be depicted. I will leave the NSFW artwork to the community. And as much as I know, the furry community, there will be a plenty if this is successful enough. There will be so much that you can't just whack it night and day. I plan on releasing the game on as many platforms as I possibly can. I plan on releasing it on itch. Itch will also be the first to have the demo. I will release it on Steam. I will release it on GOG. I will release it on Switch 2. I will release it on PlayStation and on Xbox. So that's the goal, at least. I don't know if I can really do it, but these are the platforms I am targeting. I specifically left out Epic. I'm very sure Tim Sweeney wouldn't want me on that platform, and I don't want to be on that platform either. I do not want to release on Epic. That's my only gripe. There's enough stuff there where you can download it for free. It doesn't need to be on Epic. I will even provide a website where you can just download the installer. But it's not gonna be on Epic. Never. If possible, but that's really very far in the future, I will try to find a way to make physical copies available that you can buy. I have not a lick of a clue how I make this. I thought about maybe getting custom USB sticks and just putting it on there and send you the USB stick at cost. Or I'm gonna find a distributor where we can burn it on Blu-ray and just ship it at cost. I am not, like I said, it will be at cost. That means I will not take a penny from you. You will just pay for the manufacturing cost and for the shipping. That's it. If there's ever gonna be a physical copy. And that's all, folks. And that's it. Thank you for watching. And now, Cobalt, your turn.
Yes.
You have a little bit of a surprise for everyone.
Oh, are you talking about the deliberation for Thunderfoot?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I asked Cobalt if he He's gonna do me a big favor, and that's why he's on here. We are gonna do a live sketching of the villain, of the main villain of the story, Tiberius. So I think this is gonna be rad. I'm gonna show you the references that I've thrown at Cobalt first, and then we're gonna start. But I have one last thing to show you that's not everyone, or maybe everyone has seen yet. This right here is the title card.
Oh.
This is the title picture of Scar's Statbind. Guess who made it? He's with me.
Wait, I did that?
Yeah, you did that, and it is by far, when we not talk about characters, this is my favorite work you've done for me of all the works. I love this. This is brilliant.
Yeah, it was a really
Wait,
fun
that's
piece to
gay.
work on.
That's the fucking point, Ray. It is very gay.
Oh.
Yeah. That's good.
I think there's a lot of details in this too, and a lot of foreshadowing, maybe, and
Yeah.
cool stuff.
There is foreshadowing. Oh, foreshadowing. Okay, let's go away from the foreshadowing. Yeah, this, by the way, is a scene that will be also depicted in the visual novel. This is not just some ass pull. This is a very, very, very important scene, actually, that's transpiring here.
Yeah.
But I will not tell you anymore. This is gonna be the picture you're gonna see once you boot the game up. And this is gonna be where the menu is gonna be. New game.
Oh, man.
Continue. Save, load, and whatever.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we could do some, like, like visual movement and stuff, and we could make, like, the little red globules kind of, like, sway and move a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I tried to learn 2D animation.
Yeah.
That's something I want to do, actually.
Yeah, this was a really fun piece to work on. This one was I think the longest out of all of them to get done. There was a lot of detail. And when you described to me the expression that Moros was going to make, it was definitely something that I was going to have fun with.
I think this is even a better idea. Could you have the red globules be the red buttons, animated buttons?
Oh,
that's actually cool. A fucking fire idea. I'm gonna take that off of you.
Dang.
We need more globules.
Yeah, more for all the settings.
No, we figure that out. I think that's a good idea. 15 out of 10. You haven't even read a word yet. But I'm glad you like it. Yeah, that is the title picture exactly. And you worked really long on this one. I know you were busy with other stuff too, so that's why I guess it took longer.
Yeah.
I know you had some issues with the position that I wrote.
Oh yeah, I just needed to tilt them and stuff and just rework it a little bit, but it came out pretty good. I think the composition is really good. They probably the most expressive I've ever made faces. A lot of my faces tend to lack in the expression category, but I really try to go all out on this one.
Yeah, and it worked absolutely fantastic. Was like told you to make an angry lion and
oh yeah,
very excited goat. it just works. I'm very happy with it, how it came out. It's just damn.
Yeah, one of my favorite pieces by far.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make this happen.
Okay. Do you want me
And
to share the screen?
again, Scars That Binds will release in late 2028, early 2029 on PC, and later down the line on consoles. And now, I'm gonna let Cobalt do his thing. I just need to fiddle with the stuff so I can put it on screen. So, give me 1 second. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought would happen. Because you just wait. Can you go back to your camera? Okay. I need to, because it switches. So you won't be on camera anymore. This is exactly what I thought would happen. Then,
Okay. No, that's fine.
let me pull that big, and then wait, wrong one. I need you to here. Okay, just take it away. I'm gonna readjust everything, and we're gonna see to
Okay.
it in a moment here. Go. Stream. I need to pop the stream out. I'll give you give me 1 second. I need to prep it, and then I'm good. Then we can start. 1 second, guys. I'm working on the kinks. Of course, it doesn't work the way I want it to. Yeah, I'm always working on the kinks. That is very true. Okay. Let's do it this way. Okay. Here you go. Okay. Yeah, you should all be able to see it. Okay, Cobalt, take it away. I'm gonna.
Yeah. You're gonna what?
I'm gonna pull up the references and show them.
Okay. Yeah, because you tell me a little bit about it. So I'm just gonna try to get the...
So we had a few references here for the character, or some ideas already bounced off. And yeah, one of the things that I showed Cobalt, for example, was body build. As I already said earlier, he is a bit about Tiberius. Tiberius Thorwald Theodore Thunderfoot the 13th thinks of himself very highly. He thinks he is the shit. He is hot shit, and he is somebody who has physical perfection. So I sent like kind of this. Wait, I'm gonna just take away a little bit the drawing for a moment, that people see it like this kind of body type. This is his body type, right? We used, is that a Monopoly hat? No, it's not. The hat is this. This is the hat. It's this. It's a cylinder, right? Well, it's probably a Monopoly hat. It's this here.
It's not a Monopoly hat. It's a hat with personality.
It's a hat with personality.
Yeah.
He just dresses in this. I'm probably getting into so much trouble with YouTube. Like, he just wears that as pants.
My God.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
And the pose again is inspired by JoJo. I went with Anasui on this one because of the hat thing and everything. And yeah, that's basically him. And now I'm gonna let Cobalt do his thing.
Okay.
I was right, narcissist. Yeah, he's a narcissist. You can't say that.
Oh yeah, he's very, very pompous. Has a very pompous attitude.
Yeah, he thinks he's the shit.
Yeah. So we gotta have his chest puffing out.
Yeah, exactly. He's flexing the pecs, right?
Yes. And so what's the inspiration for the outfit design?
He dresses like a fucking stripper. Chippendales.
Okay. Oh, that's right, Chippendales. Yeah.
Yeah. You even sent me the cuff things they wear, which we would
Yeah,
say
he's gonna have
that
like little
he would wear that.
cuff links on his arms.
He basically dresses like a stripper. That's
But this is his uniform, isn't it?
Yeah, that's his uniform.
Yeah, that's just how he dresses. Yeah, he dresses very, very scantily. He's very admirable of his body, and he wants everyone else to see it.
Why is it gone now? Okay. Oh, good. You can continue. Yeah, exactly.
This is also going to be a very rough sketch. It's a very kind of like get all the ideas down.
I know
Kinda sketch.
your ideas basically. Or how you sketch, so it's gonna be fine.
Do you want him like stepping on something?
What?
Do you want him stepping on something? Should he be stepping on like a I don't know, skull or something?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Do that. I love that.
Okay. And he's the leader, right?
Yeah, he's the leader of the 4 villains.
Just
you gotta give him the bunny ears through the hat.
Oh, right. I didn't know if you wanted to go
Yeah, no.
like this way, or right. I think this is like up through the hat, right?
Yeah.
Type of thing, or here. Let me give him a little nose, little eyes. Or we could do fucking
Alright.
floppy ears.
Oh yeah, let's do the droopy ears. That's actually a good idea. Let's do the droopy ears. I love that.
Like big floppy fucking ears.
Yeah.
And kind of just flop around as he like moves around.
Yeah.
Oh, and his gun. You want his?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you show the gun?
No, I didn't show the gun, but
This thing is freaking huge.
yeah. So there is a thing in 5 Border where only the army is allowed to have guns. Not even the police is allowed to have guns. They're like the Britons. They also don't have guns.
Yeah. But it's like a big barreled,
Yeah.
like 6 gauge.
Yeah. It's like a
revolver. It's
6
crazy.
shooter with 6 barrels.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun to try to draw. I also have it like right here, probably just like an image of the gun.
Yeah.
You know, and it's full glory.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right here somewhere. Or
He's,
we could make it like super long. We could like just like stretch it out. Right? Just like have it be like this huge freaking barrel of compensation.
This huge freaking barrel of compensation.
Freaking
Yeah.
the thing is gonna blow his arm out, but you know he has the perfect body for it.
Is he?
Yeah, something like that.
What do you think? Is he a pitcher or a receiver?
Pitcher, receiver. Do you think his ego and everything is a front, or do you think that's like?
I
feel
don't
like-
think I know how it is. I want to know your.
I feel like stereotypically it would be pitcher, but he could also be a receiver secretly, and no one knows about it.
So he's probably really, really into the rhino of his henchmen.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that, I think. And then what else are we missing from the outfit? There's like the we got this, the underwear and the chest strap. The cufflinks. Oh, I forget. Did you want the what is it called? The little bow tie?
Yeah, of course. I want the bow tie. Gotta have the stripper bow tie.
Yeah, he's very Chippendales. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I told you,
He's gonna be very-
he dresses like a stripper.
Very performative.
It's
How he
very.
got the job is crazy.
He dresses appropriately for his job to be a army general. Of course, the army. Honestly, as at the start, I'm starting to like his design. No, it's not bad.
Yeah, something like that. And then we could.
By the way,
bit.
I'm gonna tell you this now. You do not have to make him like a Ken doll. He can have a crotch.
Okay. Yeah. So he's not like
It doesn't have to be like murderously huge, but you can hint at it. He's packing something down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you able to say anything else about his personality, or is that something we have to find out?
I mean, he's yeah, like I said, he's the villain. I think I'm gonna play a game with the audience. What kind of I'm gonna talk about his powers. I can talk about his powers because I'm pretty much dead set on that he's absolutely having those powers. So what do you guys think he has as powers? You know it, I think, Walt, right? So you can muse with us.
Okay,
He-
so I think I kind of forgot his powers.
Here is a hint for the audience. It's in his name twice. There is a hint at his powers in his name twice. I'm gonna repeat the name. Tiberius, Thorwald, Theodore, Thunderfoot, the 13th.
Something to do with numbers, specifically 13 of them. Is that close?
Wait, no. Feet. What feet?
Feet. What are you doing with his feet? What is this man doing
Feet
with his
power.
freaking-
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like feet power. It's not entirely incorrect. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just unveil it. So it's as you said, Lacerto, it's lightning, thunder, and super speed. Basically, the Flash. And he can shoot lightning like the Emperor from Star Wars. He's a motherfucker.
He sounds like it.
Yeah.
Would you say he's more or less vitriolic than, or what is it? Full of himself?
He is very
than
full of
Morris?
himself. Again, he thinks he's hot shit.
So is
And-
Moros.
Yeah, and the problem is you can't back it up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big problem. You know, like you love to see somebody who is just thinking they're full of themselves, but they are actually incompetent. That's something you love to see. But if you have somebody who's full of himself and is actually competent at what they are doing, yeah. Oh yeah. So Lightning and Super Speed is twice in his name. Tiberius, Thor, Walt, Thor, like the Northern God, right? And Theodore, Thunderfoot. Oh my god, I'm such a genius.
Oh my god, he's lightning quick.
Yeah.
He has thunder on his feet.
He's a super fast boy. He's the quickest of all the boys.
Regarding his do you have like a color palette in mind?
No, I have absolutely no color palette in mind. I would actually leave that to you. You can maybe do something blue yellowish. Maybe not too much Pikachu. But like thunder and lightning and super speed, right? I think blue yellow would be fantastic here.
Yeah.
Or what do you feel like?
I could probably do something with yellow, yeah. Yellow would look.
Just think like a narcissist and what they would
Like
do.
a narcissist. Yeah, it would definitely be very bright and like flashy and like freaking probably have like a bunch of medals and everything. Dude, I think we discussed medals, right? Like he was gonna have his rankings on his little vest here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if there's room for it.
Yeah, just I don't want, like, I'm not gonna put this on you, but if I would like draw the character, like his little vest would be just full of medals.
Like
All of
like
them.
a sash from.
I'm not gonna put you through that. Just put
No,
a
that's
few
fine.
on him.
I mean,
and
I guess if you have like specific designs regarding like what the ranks would be and stuff, and what they would look like in canon.
I'll send you something that I have in mind.
I think this dude's a little kind of a slut. Just a little bit. Did you have anything regarding his hat?
You can put a clock on his head.
Cool. Maybe you do something like that. It'll be kind of like to the side, right?
Yeah.
Then like it would have like the time on it or something. Is there a specific time you'd like, or is this like a working clock?
It is put the time on 5 before 12.
5 before 12. What? Or wait, no. 12.
No.
Hold on.
11:55.
Thank you. Sorry. 55. I totally know how to read a clock.
It's fine.
And we could have straps going on and everything. We could have more gears in the like crevices here. Right.
Yeah, he's if you want to call him a brat, it's probably pretty accurate.
That's probably true, actually.
Yeah.
The eyebrows always. He would be devious, I think. So I think, and then like kind of like Grinch type grin.
Yeah. Like a evil smirk kind of thing. would love that.
Nope, now he's worried. Oh. God, like, I swear to God, like, the eyebrows have so much pull on what the expression is. They're so strong. Oh, there you go. I think that works. Maybe raise the eyebrow a little bit. Like, he's like, who is this idiot standing before me?
Yeah.
Does he know who I am? Of course he knows who I am.
No, nobody knows. Everybody knows who I am. This insolence. How dare you not know who I am?
Yeah. So yeah, like something like that, or God, the ears are actually kind of covering his vest a bit. I don't know if we're gonna have enough. unless we have his ear kind of like flop over his shoulder. Like
Yes, I love that. Let's do it.
There you go. And then like he like kind of like pulled it back a little bit so you could see his little
Yeah.
medallions.
I love. This is exactly why I say you get me. This is exactly why I say you get me. You understand the character.
It's like, oh, hello, didn't see you there. And meanwhile, he's like posed like this. Hello. Sorry, I was just admiring myself and then saw you in the corner of my eye. I think for the legs, I feel like the legs are a little bare. I don't know if you have thoughts on that.
If you have an idea, you can do something with them. I don't really necessarily have something. But you can. Oh yeah, the straps, and then put a knife in the strap. We were talking about that too. Like a combat knife or something.
Yeah, it's like a,
Yeah.
like a curved freaking handle.
Yeah, you could like orientate yourself on a I'll send you something.
Okay.
But that's the it's his backup weapon. He needs a backup weapon if the gun runs dry. You can give him on the other side a strap on his thigh with bullets in it.
Oh my God! Just have it be like a big, fucking like box kind of thing, and like you kind of see like the little bullets on the inside. Like with this, like, clear type of thing. It's kind of oriented like this, where it's like that's kind of how it is on his hip a little bit.
Yeah.
So like, and then his hip is in the front, right?
Yeah.
So like they kind of like holster in there a little bit. You know, take them out.
Yeah.
I think it'll work.
Okay.
Yeah. Does he have nails? Is he a nails bunny with his nails out? Or is he one of those bunnies that has the nail hidden?
It's one of the bunnies that has the nails hidden, I think.
Okay.
Nails would be physical imperfection.
Oh.
You always gotta have trimmed nails, otherwise you're a barbarian.
Okay. Jesus.
I told you he's an asshole.
He's something.
Something.
Nipples or no nipples?
Nipples. We're gonna go with the nipples. I don't see the drawing now. What?
Oh no.
Oh wait.
Oh wait. Oh, is it on my end? Hello?
No, it needs to be on my end somehow. There we go. Continue.
Oh, there. Okay.
It was
nipples.
Nipples. Yeah.
What was the last thing? Any piercings? Are we doing piercings on anything?
No. Piercings would be physical imperfection.
Oh man. Oh, this guy's serious.
I thought you were having a no-no reference. No, no. As I said, there's no no-no reference here. We're just gonna ball. But yeah, I'm loving how this guy comes together.
I'm gonna push the chest up a bit. It's gonna work, I think, a little bit. Just gonna beef him up a little bit.
I mean, he comes from a family of generals. Of course, he's got money. He's got way too much of it.
Oh, he's a nepo baby?
Yeah, he's a total
Oh my
nepo baby
God.
too. He's he's everything you do not like. So his goal is he adores his grandpa, great grandpa. I have to count the generations back at some point. Who was actually
he's the
there
13th one, right?
during the night of Dragonfall. So one of his ancestors was basically there when the dragon was shut down.
Yeah.
And he claims that success for himself. A little bit.
What a loser.
His bloodline did that, so by extent, he too.
Why don't we just make the barrel just like super long?
This is a long barrel.
So long that's like kind of sagging a little bit. Just very. This elbow's getting away from one. Excuse my technique. My technique is fucking ass compared to like other artists.
I
tend to use the push and pull a lot. I do like I draw a line down. I do not want to be bothered to draw it again, and I kind of just like finale mess with it a little bit to get it in position with the liquefy tools. And then once it's in its position that's supposed to be, I do like a final work on top with everything more accurately looking.
No, that's not weird, Akira, not at all.
So yeah, like something like that, I think, right?
Yeah, I think
And his name is
Tiberius.
All right, what's his name? Tiberius. We're gonna write it.
Wait, I'm just gonna
Hold on, you need to spell it.
I'm just gonna put the name in the YouTube chat because otherwise
Tiberius.
it is Tiberius Thor.
Wait, hold on.
Theodore Thunderfoot the 13th.
Did you say Thorvald?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's in the YouTube chat.
Oh, okay. Thorvald. Theodore.
Theodore.
Thunderfoot.
Thunderfoot the 13th.
You know what'd be so fucking funny? Is if you did this like on a single line. Thunderfoot the 13th. If you put this like all on like one single line and everything, and then like the title card like kind of like pops up from behind him and everything, and it kind of does like a slide across like you see on like the news streams and stuff, but like it just keeps going and his name is just longer and longer.
I like my idea for his name was honestly just one thought process. I want everything to start with the same fucking letter.
Yeah.
And it's the most pompous ass name I can come up with.
Oh my god.
And I think I succeeded.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little exaggerated.
What?
He's a little exaggerated. with his
It's just a tiny.
design. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's coming together. I like what you're doing.
Anything
here.
else before? Anything else that we're missing or anything?
No, I think we got this on lock. I think the only thing that you can do is like doing the dagger below the pistol, maybe as the design that you know.
The dagger below the pistol. Oh, you mean like right here?
No,
like
you have like no.
Oh.
You have like in the upper corner you have like the design of the pistol, right? And below that, the dagger.
You want like a dagger.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
that's a dagger.
Do it like
Okay.
there. And then we just do the color stuff and the other stuff somewhere else. I think we'll find a space. That's gonna be cool. Yeah. So, how's everyone liking this design in particular? Does it spell villain? Does it spell fucking idiots? What's the vision here?
I mean, I like him. I think we can do some fun stuff.
He has to be exaggerated. Look at him.
Oh yeah.
I love him. I love him like a disappointed father.
Oh, yeah.
He's great. So yeah, exactly. I forgot to ask you. I forgot to ask you a thing. So from the characters you've worked on so far, and
Oh god. Yes.
I need to make the characters less obvious with Lacerto already figuring everything out. It's not gonna be that easy, but yeah, it's one of his weaknesses. You are completely correct. Who's your favorite character, design wise, you've worked on?
Design wise, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it would have to be Hot Pot. I feel like Hot Pot I connected to the most regarding his design. Like even though it was a lot of like steampunk detail and everything that I had to like slog through, I feel like in the end it did come all together and everything. I think it came out to be a really cool piece. So I think I would have to say Hot Pot.
Hot Pot. That's fair. That is a very good choice. I would never be mad at anyone saying that. And who character compels you the most? Who do you think is the most compelling one out of the ones you?
Most compelling. Probably Moros. I would have to pick Moros. Final answer.
Imagine that the guy who has been writing for 20 plus years can see shit coming.
Yeah. Why is that?
Why is that? Yeah. Why is that? Okay. One last thing. Can you give me your link to your Twitch real quick?
My Twitch. Oh god.
Yeah.
I have to look that up.
Take your time for a moment. I want to ask everyone the following. Cobalt wants to start streaming as well.
Oh god.
What? Oh god.
Nothing. Just it's fine. I'm coping.
Why are you coping? We talked about this. I told you I'm gonna shill you on stream. I'm gonna be your greatest cheerleader. You can draw me in pom-poms now.
Oh, okay.
Cobalt has talked with me a little bit, and he said he wants to start streaming as well. And as you know me, I personally highly encourage that. I think it's cool if people want to create content. He's doing gaming and art, I think you said.
Yes. Yeah, gaming and art. Just, just having a good time talking about stuff. talking about topical stuff and then with some
Getting it.
drawing in the background.
Yeah.
You know, there's a vibe.
Exactly. And once he has the link, and send it to me.
Oh, I put it in the chat. I'm sorry. I put it. Hold on.
In which chat?
The text chat.
YouTube, you mean?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah, it won't show on YouTube. I have to send it.
Oh no.
I did send it to me on Discord. Wait, I have to.
Whoops. Hold on. I have to get rid of that stupid.
Make this disappear for a moment here, so I don't
Okay.
unveil smutty things. Please do me a favor. Please go over to Twitch and follow him there when I put the link in chat. And once he goes live, give him a very, very warm welcome, because he's fantastic. You can see.
Okay.
And I think it's gonna be a great time once he goes live. I'm gonna haunt you.
Sounds good. Oh, okay. Yep.
That you go live.
Right, now I have to do it. Oh god.
Yeah, now you have to do it. At least once, if you like it after that.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like fun. I had a good time. It was a good experience.
I'm happy to hear that, actually. We're gonna yeah. Okay.
We're calling it there.
Yeah, we're calling it here. It was absolutely fantastic. Thank you all for being here. It was an absolute blast. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Oh yeah, one thing I mentioned in the beginning. I'm gonna be back next week with the next quote unquote dev stream. Because I'm gonna start making 5-border in Incarnate next Saturday. So we're just gonna chill, listen to music, talk about shit, and I figure Incarnate out as we go and make 5-border. Isn't that exciting?
Woo!
Woo! So yeah, I hope you like that idea, and once we finish 5-border, we go over and make like the world. The JoJo reference.
Oh my god.
Oh my. All right, everyone. I'm gonna see you all soon. On Monday, I believe I have the next stream. Until then, take very good care of yourselves, everyone, and bye.
Bye.